Hello everyone, I am Kishan Prajapati. My university ID is 21523310. Welcome to this video demonstrating showcasing the accumulation of my efforts in building 5 diverse applications. Over the course of this video, I will be guiding you through each application, shedding light on the development stage and the challenge I face, my personal reflection on the process. Let's start with exploring the button interaction. I am delighted to share with you the development of fascinating Android application that revolves around button interaction. The primary objective of this application is to demonstrate how button placed in the different corners of the screen can trigger unique action when it is clicked. So now let's move into the main activity where was built. The trial method is a clever named function encapsulating the functionality of the button. It takes the button as an object and offset the value y as a parameter. The offset is used to adjust the vertical positioning of the toast message that pops up when the button is clicked. This method is used in 4 different buttons. So by using the trial method, it helped me to reduce the code redundancy. So as well as in the binding as well, I use binding. If I didn't use binding, like r.layout or r.id, it would increase the code length. So binding as well as trial, which helped me to use the code more frequently with the less amount of lines. So you can see from here, I create a main trial, and whenever it is called or it is clicked, when a particular button, it will create a custom toss message. Application that unveils the magic of capitulating Android application that showcase the seamless interaction between radio buttons and spinner. So in this application, we can see there are 3 countries: Spain, Italy, and France. Whenever the user click on a specific country like Spain, it will showcase the list of the cities as well as in Italy and France. So if the user clicked on Italy and choose Naples, it will when the user submit the button, it will showcase the selected country and the city. If the user want to change the destination, he or she can just click on the clear button to clear the unselect the radio button as well as set the default not selected. If the user by mistakenly click on the submit button, it will showcase please select the country from above and city from above. Let's dive into the code how I built this application. So firstly, I created strings for each country Spain, Italy, and France, as well as no country for as a getting a default statement. And each country has specific items for the cities. I created binding because it helped me to reduce the code redundancy. So I primarily give a set adapter to adapter 4 as a basic when application is open. Whenever a particular radio button is clicked, I set it on change listening. So if the user clicked on the Spain, it will get the adapter 1, which will help me to use the array adapter when I call the strings from it. Or else, as the adapter set is adapter 4, which is no country selected. And when the user selected submit button, if the selected country is not selected, it will tell the user to get a country select and a city. And if else the country selected, it will showcase and change the text messages and update the current status. As well as in the clear button, it will clear the texts as well as radio button clear check and set adapter as a basic 4. Up is catalog application. It seems to be a simple application that display image of different dog breeds and allow the user to click on each image to get more information about the selected breed. Let's dive into the application first. So when application is open, it will showcase different dog breeds and then AM application help the user to scroll horizontally. So whenever the user select a particular breed to get information, you can just simply click on the breed and get the information of it. If the user want to see the other breeds, he can just simply scroll down vertically and get the go back button. It will simply go back to the main menu. So now if the user want to go to different dogs like German Shepherd, it can show its information as well. So each image have a specific information. So you can user just need to click on the image and get the information and just go back. So let's go into the application software. Like we can use image click. I use image click method for each dog breed images, passing the image ID, name, description, and string ID. I created a string in which the dog have the specific information. So I just call it. It finds the image ID with the specific ID to set on a click listening. So I specially created image ID and set on click listening. So it will pass the information of like image ID, string, dog name, dog description, and dog image as well. When the specific image is clicked, it creates an intent to call the activity 2. So my activity 2 is just the basic format of the next screen, head, and as well as the different information and the photo. So this was just a simple application which helped me to develop the vertical scroll bar. So whenever a user enters something like a password like guessing Kishan, it pops up a message that username should at least or more than 4 characters. So let's type Kishan. As well as we can see over here Kishan in the password as well. It pop up a message. The password must be at least 4 or more than 4, right? So let's try Kishan over here as well. And I have a sign over here for a toggle to see the password. Let's try again. Sign in. So as you can see, it is invalid and the login attempts has been reduced. Let's try again once more, and we are left with no 0 attempts, and it says invalid credential, and the signing button has been gone. So now let's start with the original password, admin. As the user sign in with the correct password will showcase redirecting and welcome to admin page, your successful login. And if the user want to go back to the login page, just click on the logout button. I also created a clear button if the user forgot the password and he wants to write again all of the things again. He just need to click on the clear button. Let's dive into the code now. I have used text watcher attached to the username field as well as the password to dynamically check the length of the entered characters. The application allows a user to have 3 attempts login, and if username and the password is less than 4, it will pop up error message. I have set on-click listening to the signing button to check the whether its credentials are valid or not. If they are valid, it will toss a message saying user is directing to the activity 2 by using intent. And if the credentials are invalid, the login attempts will be reduced. At the end of the credential, it will pop up a message that user have reached the maximum attempts and it will be disappear and try again later. I have used intent method to handle the transition of to activity 2. It improves the code readability by encapsulating the intent creation and activity folder. The kind of authentication machine is commonly used in many Android applications to ensure the secure access to the user-specific content. Beyond the last application, the calculator. Let's see if the user can enter more than 3 inputs and get the result. Let's start with the basic one. 10 plus 2 plus 3. So as we can see, we got the answer, right? So we can just clear the button. And let's see with the entering a decimal numbers. 10.2. And if the user presses once again on the dot, it won't allow it. Let's add 10 plus 2 once again. So as we can see, that we got the output, right? So there is one more catch. 12 plus, if a number is taken when the sun is input, it pop up a message. The code start by initializing a string builder name ongoing inputs to keep a track the number entered by the user. A list of string name value is used to store the inputs and operation in order they are entered. So as we can see over here, I created a number as per the when a particular number 0 to 9 is clicked. For a particular dot, I create a method. The dot method handles the input by decimal points. It ensures that the user can only enter or use a dot once within a number. Same goes with the operations. When an operator is clicked, it toss a message, input taken. So I create a clear method for the clearation of the text. For the result, I use try and catch if there is an error. The main algorithm goes over here. I use switch case as it helped me to reduce the code as well as when there is a divide function, if it's less than a 0, it will throw a division error. As I reflect on this journey, I have encountered and overcome various challenges, learned valuable lessons, perhaps most importantly, identifying areas for improvement. Bugs and errors were inevitable, but using YouTube as a platform, as learning tool, and GPT as guiding tool, I overcome all my errors. Additionally, I have given more information in my report, which will include UI and references. Thank you.